Welcome to part 3, the final part of our cloud autoscaling series. Now that we understand load latency and load balancing, it's time to combine everything into a complete autoscaling system. We'll look at how real-time signals trigger scaling actions, how scale up and scale down logic works, and how cooldown periods keep the system stable. Traffic constantly changes. Some days are quiet, and suddenly you get a huge spike. A good autoscaling system adjusts in real time, adding servers when needed and removing them when things calm down. This prevents overload during busy periods and saves money during slow periods. The autoscaler constantly monitors key matrices. Typical triggers include CPU exceeding a threshold, high latency for multiple seconds, long queue lengths, sudden request rate increases, high memory usage. When any of these signals stay high for long enough, the system prepares to scale up. Scaling up doesn't happen instantly. The system checks conditions carefully. If the matrices exceeds the threshold consistency for a defined duration, the autoscaler adds one or more servers. It continues checking frequently and can keep adding servers until the pressure drops. This prevents overload and keeps latency stable. Scaling down happens when traffic falls, but scaling down is more dangerous. Removing too many servers too quickly can cause instability. That's why scale down logic uses longer cooldown timers, stricter rules, minimum instance limits. The idea is to shrink slowly and safely, avoid sudden drops in capacity. This is one of the most important concepts in autoscaling. Cooldown is the waiting period after a scaling action. It prevents the system from reading too quickly to temporary changes. Without cooldown, the system can flap continuously scaling up and down, wasting resources and harming performance. Cooldown ensures stability. I'll start with the low traffic, and you can see we have one server and low latency. Now, as I gradually increase the traffic, watch how the load increases. After the threshold is crossed, for a few seconds, the system automatically adds a new server. You can see the instance count rise on the graph, and the load begins to distribute across multiple servers. Now, let's lower the traffic again. Because of the cooldown timer, the system won't immediately remove servers. It waits to make sure the drop is consistent. Eventually, once the system determines the load is truly low, it begins removing instances gradually. This prevents flapping and maintains stability. Real autoscaling brings many challenges. Some servers take time to start up, traffic might spike unpredictably, overscaling increases costs, underscaling causes latency, and slows down. Choosing the right threshold is hard. Incorrect cooldown settings create instability. This is why autoscaling configurations must be tested carefully. To summarize the part 3 and the entire series, autoscaling monitors signals like CPU, latency, and queue length. It adds servers when traffic grows. It removes servers when traffic drops. Load balancing spreads traffic across instances. Cooldown prevents unstable oscillation. Together, these systems create true elasticity in the cloud. This completes our third part, Cloud Autoscaling series. You know, you now understand the foundations, load balancing, and full autoscaling behavior. Thank you.